Is your source Maria Hill, or intercepted comms, or other?
A bit of all three.
Our time to stop Chthon is running short. At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything. So if you have any bright ideas...
We should not be sitting here waiting for Chthon to return to our world. We should take the fight to Chthon.
Everything we do here is to prevent Chthon from returning to our plane of existence. We don't go to him. That would be suicide.
I will fight him wherever I see him, no matter what those books tell you.
These books tell me Chthon has been a threat before civilization began, when all that walked the earth were the Elder Gods.
But what else? Surely there is some bit of news. What other things did you learn?
I could keep you up all night blathering on about this, so tell me specifically what you are curious about.
The prophecy mentions the sleeping giant awakening. If that is Hulk, how important is he to Chthon's goals?
I'm not sure, other than his presence complicates our ability to stop Hydra and Lilith's efforts.
Something will have to be done about him, or Stark may lose his mind. I do not want to hinder you anymore. Keep reading. Surely there is something we can use.
I hope you're right. And I'll keep digging. One more book. Maybe that will have the answer. Spell upon Banner's soul.
Do you think what Peter said is true? That Agatha forgives me for what I did?
The only person you need to forgive is yourself.
Forgive myself for murdering someone I loved? How?
By first accepting that it was not your fault.
Of course it was my fault. It's always my fault. If I had learned to control my better, she would be here today.
Maybe there is a lesson in all this tragedy. Learn what happens when you let yourself get out of hand. The best way to honor Agatha's memory is to learn from those mistakes in order to ensure it will never happen again.
See, you say it's not my fault, but that's not really what you think. You think I'm as dangerous as Caretaker does. I still haven't been able to look her in the eye since I've been back. She hates me.
Can you blame her? Agatha was all Caretaker had. Her life partner. She sees you taking that all from her.
No, I can't blame her any more than I can't stop blaming myself. Maybe I should just ask for her forgiveness for destroying her life. Maybe it would make things better?
Agatha would want the two of you to be reconciled.
I know. I just don't know if I can make that happen.
Try. For Agatha.
Yeah. For Agatha. I, kinda need a few more minutes alone with her. Go on without me.
I will take my leave then.
Thanks, Hunter. Need something, Hunter? Thanks for coming out to meet me.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you a question, if that's all right.
Ask away.
Why are you being so nice to me? I mean, I was your mortal enemy at some point, and I was the one who... you know, with Agatha. Wasn't expecting you, of all people, to warm up to me.
We all make mistakes, Wanda. And we all deserve a chance to make up for them.
Well, I've made some pretty big ones. Some would say unforgivable, even. Not sure if you noticed, but everyone seems to be afraid of me around here. Everyone except for you, that is.
Come on, Wanda. You are not that scary.
Are you sure? Because you seemed pretty scared when I was your adversary.
Me? No. It takes a lot to frighten me.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling about you. Anyway, I just wanted to say, thanks for not hating me. Or something along those lines. I'm glad you're here.
You too, Wanda.
What have I done? Now my home.
I know what it's like.
I do not want to...
Hey guys, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but we need to start stepping up.
I don't understand. I thought the Avengers were supposed to be like the greatest superhero crew on Earth. I thought they would do better than this.
You should know this by now, Robbie. Meeting your heroes is always disappointing.
They were never my heroes.
Hey, don't be so hard on them. They're doing their best.
You don't get an A for effort in this hellscape.
I didn't.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick with sitting on the sidelines while the Avengers keep striking out.
So am I. It's time to take control.
This is our chance to show Caretaker and the others that we're not a bunch of superhero school dropouts. We're the Midnight Suns, and we're the real deal.
Count this Daywalker in, Blood Witch.
Count this mutant, ex-despot of Limbo, in as well.
Well, if you guys are in, so is Sparky.
Good. First, we need to hammer out the deets. We'll meet later. Till then, mum's the word. Okay?
Isn't it literally called the Prophecy of the Midnight Sun? Seems like it's really been our fight all along.
Guess you overheard our conversation.
It was difficult not to.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
The Avengers are clearly out of their depth.
Damn straight. Now it's our turn to screw it up.
You do not sound too confident.
I just don't want to jinx it.
So, do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later.
Nobody expects us to lead the charge. That's why.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole. Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
Johnny
Blaze.
Blaze.
Johnny
Johnny
Blaze. Is that it? Can we go now?
How's it going? Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Hunter.
Hey, the mission's not over until we all breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, what's the next mission?
Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee.
Stark Drive.
Sure, it tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
This group does not waste time. We will strike at Hydra and Transia quickly, and we will win.
Now there's a real rah-rah spirit I can get behind. I've got no time for long stays overseas. I don't like to pack a toothbrush, and my transient is pretty terrible.
It makes sense that Lilith would go back there. Back to her homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
The people of Transia are good at heart. There is natural beauty there. we can still save the country from the destruction brought upon it.
We go smash Hydra, and while we're there, we'll plant some trees? Sounds like a plan.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors.
Focus, Robbie. Focus.
Oh, I'm focused, Blade.
Point to Transia on the map.
A map is not the terrain, Blade.
You wanted to speak?
Leadership looks good on you, Hunter.
Thank you.
When did it happen?
Right before we rescued you.
That was fast. They must really value you. I remember welcoming the Suns with open arms and feeling that sense of camaraderie. But I still wonder if I truly belong, you know?
They made me feel at home too.
Nico is good like that.
Yes, she is.
I like the feeling of being part of a big, weird family. One that we both fit into.
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trauma. Their borders could easily destabilize at any moment. The people there, they have seen so much war, trauma, and pain. We must spare them at all costs.
Right. I'm packing coffee pods. Anything you like?
Yes, the coffee shop cinnamon blend. Good call, Ileana. Transia is known for lots of trauma, war, and terrible coffee.
What have you got for me, boss? Sometimes, I even impress myself. Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient vehicles. I'm here if you need me.
Good addition. Now let's get to work.
We cannot expect to save the day with decaf. That would be count. Tell me you found something good. I asked Tony if he had any material on encryption, and he left me this pile of spellbooks. Something tells me Dr. Strange is probably looking for them. Pick your target, Hunter.
That doesn't sound so bad.
I'm here if you need me.
Will my Transia ever know peace?
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transia.
To think, long ago the nation of Transia was once the seat of power for the heroic knights of Wondergore.
Might as well be Camp Hydra these days.
They're pulling in reinforcements from everywhere. But reinforcing what exactly?
Mount Wondergore. There's been something wrong with that place for as long as I can remember.
Something like this.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we know where to strike. Time for a little payback on Queen, Demon... No? Right. Make one slight mistake.
Handing my mother the last page of the Darkhold?
Bringing back the Hulk.
Okay, same mistake. Technically, fine. You take point then.
Roger that.
Actually, how about you let us handle things? The Sanctum, Tony's Gamma Death Star, Wanda? Think about it. Every time we listen to you all, some new catastrophe seems to happen. You're not our babysitter, Hunter. You're our leader. And we are the Midnight Suns. We're family.
And family's family. So this time,
We got your back.
Then what are we waiting for?
What if we aim for his heart or something?
He's not a vampire. He's a gamma-powered muscle man.
Juiced up with a heavy dose of Lilith's corruption.
In other words, we're screwed.
Look, I know Lilith's like a dark goddess with an extra angry Hulk as her number 2.
Don't forget the Parchment of Power. She's got that too, which is like super OP.
But we've got something that she doesn't.
A death wish?
No, dude. We've got friends. Each other. We're the Midnight Suns. And you know what we Suns do?
We rise.
We've got this, guys. We have to believe in ourselves if we're gonna pull this off. Blade, Robbie, you know what to do, right?
We'll see you soon, Nico.
Better not leave me hanging, because our entire continued existence depends on us.
Right. No pressure. It's just the end of the world.
Not if we can help it. Don't run. A good speech is enough.
I'll be monitoring the troops' movements from here. You have a small window to strike the facility and get out.
What if we like the place and want to move in?
Watch it. If you want to prove yourself on this mission, you don't need to start acting like Tony Stark. You're traveling to the heart of Lilith's power.
We know. We'll be extra careful. Demon energy barriers or jolly green monsters?
Then they're ours.
That room.
Lilith, too. So it was here, all along. Bondo was right.
She usually is.
Right. One problem at a time. Midnight Suns, assemble! Or whatever.
Yes. Midnight Suns assemble or whatever.
Why not?
It looks as if Lilith had sent every last Hydra goon she could find to guard the entrance.
Between the creepy glow and the howling demonic Hulk, I think we're running out of time.
We must not let them stand in our way.
Once again.
powerful sorcery.
Excellent.
Ready?
For the rest of us.
I have no respect for mindless followers.
Where that she cannot find you.
Your fate is sealed.
Good work.
You will suffer for your
Taking the shot!
Be ready for my retaliation.
As long as you're ready for the counter.
Target locked in. Shadows. Take them out!
To think this was once hallowed ground, long before Lilith was entombed here.
Too bad it was Hydra that finally stuck around.
Chthon has been waiting eons for this moment. I'm not giving Hydra any more credit than I have to.
Nor should you.
Let's try this. Try and stop me now.
Behold the light's gift!
I might have to try that myself.
Just don't switch.
I feel Surrender already? By her command.
Don't you know who I am?
Doesn't this happen?
All lines up.
From the rift, her blessing emerges. Ugh, I still don't get why these guys keep fighting. It can't be the money. What else is mercenaries take in trade?
We both know what Lilith offers them, Nico. A false promise of eternity catered to every corrupted mind.
A spell carried on silent whispers.
Now is not the time to romanticize our peril.
Going for it. Very effective.
I had hoped for a challenge.
History books really didn't do you justice.
No point in protecting your master now. Regroup at position Tango. For a Hydra!
I can get you for that.
I'm hurt bad! It will all be over soon.
The Knights of Wundagore held rituals of their own not far from here. They believed this land was cursed.
A well-justified conclusion.
Wundagore resonates with the dark energies of Chthon. Even the mountain could not contain his vile influence forever.
Well, that's interesting. Where'd you learn that one?
Hail that!
reversus es nobis. Only a few moments longer. Together we will reforge the Darkhold and usher in...
It's over, lady!
Mother, no! Stop this!
Lucky shot. She won't hit me again.
But it is all for you. Everything I do is always for you, child.
Block her out! She gave up the right to call you that word when she sold her soul to that monster.
The truth shall reveal itself soon enough, sister.
Even with her attention focused on that damn book, Lilith's barrier will not be easy to bring down.
Yeah, but the cave shore is.
Midnight Suns, disassemble.
Now you're talking.
It's not the most elegant solution, but bringing the roof down on them will certainly put a damper on things.
Should've hit a few of those columns with the hell line. I'm gonna tell Robbie you said that. We will stoke the fires of hell with your soul.
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
I must break you. The call for help.
Do not waste your strength here, child. What has been set in motion cannot be undone. Will not be undone.
You have the power to stop this, Mother!
A debt of blood is owed, and a debt of blood shall be paid. Dawn will rise.
There's no convincing her. You know what you have to do.
My power grows. I'll put this to use. About time. That'll work. All will be judged. Our pact will not be broken. Prepare yourself. She will sustain us. To restore our strength. Nice. Payback's gonna be fun. My mother's
focus yet.
Sarah, my sister. It's been far too long.
Don't speak as if you know me, demon. You haven't been my sister for centuries.
It saddens me to hear you say that. But there's still time for you to see things his way.
No one calling themselves the Midnight Sun will ever join your corrupted ranks. I promise you that.
Get some.
found the one man, or monster, capable of withstanding the dark energies of that book long enough to fully restore it.
Banner's been nothing but trouble since this whole thing started.
We both know what it is like to have a power that others desire, Blade.
Maybe, but I don't rip my clothes off and go berserk whenever I'm in a bad mood.
Will heal you. Let us see if they have an answer for this. Your time has come.
We need to restore our strength.
You were too weak for this fight. Realize the trouble you are in, shaken their confidence.
Stark should have just nuked this place from orbit. You know he's got one somewhere.
We have enough problems with the Hulk as it is. I doubt that would calm his temper.
I say we do it anyway. Burn them all!
Your mother abandons you.
Another 1,000 years.
The light is on our side. shall be of great help.
I suppose it's something. Their sins.
Now that was something. Welcome assistance. You had your chance to escape. Like they have got help. I am still the prize. Sheer numbers will not save you now.
All the help I need. Vengeance has come.
That's a neat trick. Here it comes.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Chapter. Everything according to plan.
That barrier is still holding!
Liber tenebris reversus es nobi.
Get out of there, now! You've done more than anyone could ask!
Almost. Yo, demon lady! One thing before we go. This is for
Johnny Blaze!
No! The spell must not be interrupted!
Now we may leave!
Mother.
Your mother died centuries ago. Now get out of there!
What's wrong?
Everything.
Yes, Robbie, I have eyes.
Dude, that's so freaking crazy.
Please be alarmed in silence.
Yeah, tell that to Sparky.
The mysterious structure, which has
I
been
hope Aunt
described
May
as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this
of
because she's
ancient
going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic
I try
of
to stop
Transia,
it, but
decimating a
I
remote
screwed up,
village at the
Robbie.
base of Mount
It's okay,
Wonderful.
you can say
These
it.
images,
Doesn't
taken
matter
by
who
tourists,
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times
screwed.
on every social media outlet with the hashtag #ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now.
You should be more careful.
You're looking well, Hunter.
Wanda, there's something I ought to say to you.
Oh?
You were right about Lilith's tomb.
Did you just say I was right about something?
I did. Just as you were probably right about other things, too. Many other things. You let an old, stubborn immortal let you take the blame for so much.
You were hurting. You needed something to point to.
And here I was thinking I was the one who was supposed to take care of all of you. I am sorry, Wanda. For everything.
So am I.
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. But how can I be happy about anything when the Temple of Chthon is wreaking havoc on my home? I grew up in Transia, you know. In a remote village at the foot of Mount Wondergore. It's all destroyed now. Along with those poor people's lives.
Wanda, I am so sorry.
Not as sorry as they are. I can promise you that.
We will save them. That I can promise.
And I'd like to be around to help them. But first, we have to stop your mom. I'm afraid of her, you know. Of seeing her. I mean, what if it happens again? What if she turns me back into bad Wanda? What if I go dark?
There is a reason my mother wanted you.
Oh yeah? I'm not so sure that's a good thing.
Just embrace who you are.
That's the last thing most of the people here think I should do.
Maybe so, but it is the only way to gather the courage it will take to face Lilith again. And survive.
So, like, fight her darkness with mine?
Well, I did not quite say that.
Yeah, you did. And I appreciate it. Thanks. I needed that kind of resolve. Well, I ought to get back to the news. See what new horrors are befalling my hometown.
Do not watch too much of it. The overconsumption of news media is supposed to be bad for your mental health. Especially during an apocalypse.
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter. And I'm pretty sure I've experienced them all. I'll take my chances with a little cable news. Night.
Tell me the Midnight Suns are just a bunch of Hero Academy dropouts who are in over their heads?
I'm not here to rub anything in. I came here to say, I thought what you did back there was brave. And bold.
Yeah, right. You mean brave and stupid?
You weren't being stupid. You did what you thought was right. Sometimes, we can do everything in our power to stop a bad thing from happening and still fall flat on our faces. Just keep your chin up and remember, failure is an essential part of the superhero gig. I mean, look at me. I haven't exactly been batting 1,000 these days, but that doesn't seem to have slowed down my ego any.
Well, wait. Are you, like, actually being nice to me?
Well, nothing like impending doom to bring people together. But seriously, I admire what you tried to pull off back there. It took a lot of guts. Maybe next time, you'll get the glory.
Thanks, Tony.
Anytime, Nico.
Yay, we did it. Ugh, the first time we're actually trusted to sit in the driver's seat, the first freaking time, and we couldn't stop her. We dropped a mountain on her head, and Lilith still managed to summon the Temple of Chthon. Way to go, team.
I, for one, regret nothing we did back there. And neither should you.
Too bad it was all in vain.
We do not know that yet.
Yet? You saw what happened. Now, Ancient Ugly Squid God is gonna arrive any moment to feast on our souls.
Nico, I am not going to let that happen. Chosen one, remember?
How come you always manage to say the exact right thing to make me feel better?
It is one of my secret superpowers.
You mean not so secret superpower? Alright, I'm gonna stay out here a while and lick my wounds for a little bit longer. Thanks for, checking up on me.
Anytime.
Are you having problems with your depth perception?
Some places just have terrible luck.
Is it luck, or is it cursed? I mean, maybe there's a reason why tragedy keeps finding its way to Transia.
I don't believe in curses, but I do think something bad happened there a long time ago. And we're still dealing with the fallout.
Hydra, Red Skull, Lilith, all drawn there like flies to honey.
Yeah, evil honey. Hunter?
Can you not feel it, child? The end is upon us.
You have gone too far, Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
Next time, I will use a bigger mountain.
Say what you must, but I saw the hesitation in your eyes. Besides, you won't get another chance. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming, and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
If everything you do is truly for me, Mother, then I beg you to stop. Let us both return to our graves and let the world know peace.
You almost sound like him.
I thought we could not talk about him here.
Don't be ridiculous, not him. Him. Your father. He once said something similar to me, several lifetimes ago.
I have never heard of you speak of him until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside us.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that. What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the Midnight Sun?
No, child. Not this time.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
You always came to me for advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
That is called playing one parent against the other.
I know. And I always gave advice Sarah would have given, if you hadn't both quarreled over every tiny thing.
I thought so. Was she there, but invisible? Did she whisper your advice through lost sorceries of the blood?
Of course not. Hunter, we spoke about you constantly. The weight of prophecy should never fall on a child. So we tried to give you room to be your own person.
I had no idea. What did you want to discuss?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable.
Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha.
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait. Good night.
Agatha. Hunter, I'm coming in. Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
I am surprised you can hear Agatha.
Then you don't deny it?
Why would I? Especially to you.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell Caretaker?
I made a promise not to tell.
To who?
Agatha.
Then why now?
Because if you can hear Agatha, the two of you need to have a long talk.
I don't know if I could face her.
Then let me talk to her.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night. Noble Oster guides my hand.
An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar. It is one of the elemental rods. Just what I was looking for. The old magic still holds. What was Wanda up to here?
One more to go. There, finished.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started.
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open. But the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So, where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it.
Buonazua.
Good girl, Charlie.
This is the first time I've been here since... well, since I had to leave the Abbey.
And?
For obvious reasons, Agatha is on my mind. I can't imagine how much pressure it would be to carry that kind of secret. Of course, I'd like to know more, but I trust you're doing the best you can.
It has not been easy.
Then I won't add to your burden. I don't know what I expected to find here.
Books, usually.
Thank you for that. I meant, Agatha and I spent so much time here, I expected to feel... I don't know, anything at all? Instead, I'm just... numb. I'm starting to feel guilty that I don't feel guilty.
If you want to talk about it, I will listen.
Thank you, but I don't want to distract from what I'm sure will be a busy day for you.
It is no trouble.
I know. But also, I need to figure it out for myself before I can talk about it. If the offer's still open later, I'll take you up on it.
I understand.
Well, I should get back to my studies.
Agatha, a moment?
Yes, Hunter? And why are we whispering?
Meet me in my room. We need to talk.
All right. What is this about?
Wanda knows you are in the Abbey. Last night, she overheard us speaking.
She did?
She confronted me and demanded to know where you were.
What did you tell her?
I could not lie to her. Not about this.
I'm glad you didn't. If Wanda overheard me, the rules have changed.
Should we tell her?
Yes, this evening. I'll seek you out after the mission. Here I go, stirring up trouble.
Feels like old times.
We will find another way to stop her. I promise.
I apologize for not having the bandwidth to speak last night. It's just, I'm still in a bit of shock. My mind has been spinning, trying to process it all.
Take all the time you need.
That's just the thing, Hunter. We don't have time. There's no excuse. I must pull myself together. At any moment, my sister will unleash Chthon upon the planet. Yet Wanda is back in the library reading as if we were back to normal before Agatha passed. Half of me wishes she was here so I could ask her for guidance, for a way out of this mess.
And the other half?
Is glad she's not alive to endure the horrors of what a Chthon reign would bring. Still, I wonder what she would say if she was here.
I know one thing she would have wanted.
What's that?
To see this rift between you and Wanda finally healed.
I know. But I'm not quite ready for that. Not yet.
Just do not wait until the world is over to do it.
It may never happen then. Not in this life. I need to get my head together. Now that the Temple of Chthon is revealed, our options are dwindling.
What's up?
Remember that time we fought together in Metropole?
Was that the time we fought the 20-foot-tall robot?
You're gonna have to be more specific. I fought a lot of 20-foot-tall robots.
Not sure I can. Seen too much strange action.
It all bleeds together after a while.
Time to take it to the next level. Yeah, I guess it is a tough decision.
New and improved.
Back again. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. Practice makes perfect.
Looking for company, Logan. Funny, you strike me as a loner.
Who, me? I like people. Problem is, people usually don't like me back.
Well, we need your skills, so consider yourself liked here. And my apologies about the circumstances.
When you get to be my age, you end up carrying so much baggage people would rather leave you in the dust. So, thanks for not leaving this old man behind.
No need to thank me, Logan. With your expertise, I should be thanking you for helping us.
You might want to save your thank yous until you work with me a bit more. There's a reason I've been freelance the last few years.
Well, you are welcome to stay here as long as you want.
I gotta admit, Sarah's got a pretty swanky setup. Puts Xavier's pad to shame.
Some people think it is a little spooky.
A spooky place for spooky people. Seems like home.
Hunter, consider yourself the only invitee to my favorite meet time spot.
The only one? How did I win that honor?
I'll spare you the sappy stuff, but you've climbed to the top of my friendship ladder. Almost at the top.
I am honored that you think of me that way. The feeling is mutual. You're a great friend, and I...
Chill there, Hunter. You are getting too close to awkward territory.
But how will I show my appreciation if not through conversations like these that I now feel the need to have all the time?
Don't.
All the time, Nico. Maybe if I was at the top of the ladder and not close to the top, I would keep my mouth shut.
Fine, you're at the top, okay? I can't say it. You know how I feel. Just save my part of this conversation in your head and call it done.
1 second. That was sweet. Okay, done.
Good.
I'm surprised your favorite spot is the chapel.
Believe it or not, my family used to go to church religiously when I was a kid, so pretentious old buildings give me this comforting vibe. It wasn't always like this.
What changed?
Do I look like a psych major? But if I had to guess, I would say I needed to peel the rotten layers my dear mom left behind to get to my healthier innards. You know, onion style. And I took your advice and used a little of the good old magic to heal the trauma with my mom.
Healing your soul is just as important as healing your body. One cannot function without the other.
Yeah, that didn't click until you said it last time, but it made so much sense and it worked. Now, there is no holding me back, and like you've been there for me, I'll be there for you. When we face your mom one final time, I want you to know, I got your back. Whatever you need, I'm your witch.
I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear, especially when it comes to these little excursions. But there is one more thing you could do to make an old witch happy.
If it were not so good to see you again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Hunter. You certainly are the product of your environment. Between Sarah and I suppose we're just lucky you didn't turn out more cynical. Besides, this might be interesting. Now that the altar is in working order, we just need to reignite my cauldron.
How interesting can that be? Your cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the old days.
Yes. And how do you think that was possible? It's not just any flame we're talking about here. Maybe you've heard tale of the demon fueling the forge? A fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve it through one of the old mine tunnels beneath the forge.
I have seen the tunnels. They were here before the Abbey.
I'm not surprised. You always have been curious. The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember.
This must be the tunnel entrance Agatha spoke of. This must be an ember from the forge. I have the ember. The bottle is not even warm.
If it were giving off any heat at all, I'd be concerned, given the enchantment on that vessel. Now, let's see if this old girl still works.
So I can use the cauldron to brew... things?
Essentially, yes. Collect reagents on the Abbey grounds. You'd be surprised what we can make use of.
And I just dropped the ingredients in. Is that not dangerous?
That's part of the fun, isn't it? And I see you've already found a recipe book. I doubt you'll have any trouble following along.
Have you learned anything?
These drawings are definitely of locations around the Abbey. As far as how this helps us find the Salem Coven's moon seal, I'm at a loss. Let's discuss this again tonight, after I've had more time to think. Lovely, dear. You're a natural.